I can't believe I'm actually standing in front of an abandoned building. The outside walls were quite neglected and the windows were boarded up with scraps of rotting wood. It's very clear that I should have thought twice before accepting that stupid bet from Michael. I gather my courage before finally, with some strength, push open the heavy door. It wasn't necessary to break any glass or tear down the woods. It seems I wasn't the first person to intrude into this poor place. Everything is dark. The sound of my shoes hitting the floor as I take my first steps reminds me of the deathly silence around me. There are strange stains on the grimy floor, along with broken glass and discarded cigarettes. The walls are moldy from the humidity and the ceiling! If I get out of this, I plan to ask for compensation for risking a ceiling falling on my head. Damn it, Michael! This used to be an old store, or maybe a business. I don't exactly remember what anymore. Everything that was left of it was stolen after it closed. I can only see broken boxes, a few yellow magazines eaten by moths, and dark spots where furniture once stood. It's been here since the 60s. I don't know how they haven't demolished all of this yet. I know this area is uninhabited, but it's about damn time. A strange door in the distance snaps me out of my thoughts. It looks worn out, with black stains around the edges. I get close enough to observe it in more detail. You are in front of a mysterious door. What do you decide to do? I ignore the door. I can't speak Spanish. I stare at the door for a few seconds. A chill ran down my spine and suddenly, curiosity was crushed by a survival instinct I didn't know I had. I wasn't planning on finding any crazy person or junkies today, so the best thing was to get away from the door and whatever was inside. I had been this hole long enough. Besides, Michael only said to go in. He never mentioned how long I had to stay. My part of the deal is done. It was time to say goodbye to the cobwebs, the smell of dust, and that terrifying, uncomfortable silence around me. I walked back towards the entrance, this time without stopping to look at the stains on the floor or the old magazines. I felt a heavy gaze on the back of my neck, but I forced myself not to turn back. As I pushed the heavy exit door, the outside air felt like paradise compared to the stale atmosphere of the store. Hey, I managed to get out intact. Damn it. Okay, let's actually open the door and see what happens. I took the doorknob delicately, as if I feared it will break at any moment and leave me with the intrigue of what's inside. I opened the door. My eyes began to adjust to the deep darkness coming out of it. Effectively, there was nothing. No matter how much I moved my gaze to every corner, all I found was absolute darkness and a little sign that says nothing. Great. What exactly did I expect to find? Treasure? I laughed to myself sarcastically, still contemplating the dark and empty interior. I sighed before closing the door again, disappointed at not having found anything interesting or valuable. I think I've investigated enough. The light coming through the windows was starting to get scarce. That only indicated that night was about to fall. I spun on my heels to return to the exit. The air around me felt increasingly dense, and a strange sensation began to take over my body. I picked up the pace. I can't wait to get to my nice little house and take a well-deserved shower. I'm already starting to stink of humidity, and I can feel the dust in the air sticking to my clothes. There is a man! I feel my body paralyzed as I see a figure appear in front of me. What is this? Did it come out of nowhere? I look up at a strange figure. He's really tall, and his face was very hard to distinguish under long, dark locks. He had really pale skin. I could even say it's white. His eyes were red, completely red, and something black trickled from them, almost like tears. He wore a type of white, worn-out dress. It even seemed a bit tight for his body. Whatever it was not human. My legs began to tremble. I was still in shock, but my instinct had already recognized the danger, putting my whole body on alert. Wait, what do you mean I can't make out with him? We just met! I'm going to make out with him! With a quick motion, I grabbed the collar of his dress and pulled it towards me. I wasn't sure if it would work in the first place. I mean, he is a ghost. But to my surprise and good luck, he was solid and incredibly light despite his great musculature. His expression changed to one of surprise immediately when he felt my grip. Without waiting much longer, I pulled him close until I felt his cold lips touch mine. I really didn't expect to feel warmth in his touch, but the softness of his lips left me speechless. He wasn't bothered at all, and he let himself be kissed. I closed my eyes while deepening the kiss, letting myself be carried away by the new sensation of the stinging cold and the softness with which our lips met. It is a kiss that tastes like oblivion and dust between someone who still breathes and someone who stopped doing so several decades ago. Someone trapped. You kissed the ghost and left him confused? No way! So what happens if I run like hell? I heard there's supposed to be a snail involved. My legs reacted immediately to the sensation of danger that my mind had alerted and driven to the tips of my limbs. In the blink of an eye, I was already running towards the exit as fast as my legs would allow. I didn't try to look back, not even to make sure that entity wasn't following me. I kept my gaze fixed on the blurred light still coming through the dirty windows of the entrance. On my way to my long-awaited freedom, I feel one of my feet hit something and drag across the floor until my ankle twists. I've totally lost my balance and my body gave way to the imminent fall. My vision blurred when my head hit the disgusting floor. However, I could distinguish the cause of my lamentable situation. A snail. So stupid. I don't know if the blow was enough to make me lose my senses momentarily, or if I was already imagining it, but that snail spoke! What the fuck? You tripped over a snail? Okay. Anyway, that was a ghost and a snail. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And yeah, this game was actually just made as a test for the developer to see how RenPy works. And honestly, it was fun. It was fun playing it. Oh my god, I can't believe, like, we just met the guy and we immediately just start making out with him. I was half expecting to make up with the snail. Don't ask why, okay? I just heard that it's really good for your skin, okay? That's why I want that snail all over my body and you can't tell me anything about it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.